Hey everyone, I want to make a quick edit to this video before we get started. I want to offer my condolences to those that were involved in the Tirade Ridge school shooting. I'll be honest, when I first saw the headline, I automatically thought it was the United States. But once I saw it was Tirade Ridge, British Columbia, I had to drop what I was doing and I paid more attention. It's not that I don't care what happens in the United States. It's a tragedy anytime this happens. But we're not used to this north of the border. I don't know how I can help out with this. I just wanted to take this time to pay my respects to those involved. But if there's ways I can help out, whether it's posting GoFundMe links to help the families involved, I'm more than happy to do that. So again, my thoughts go out to those involved, as well as the families of the victims as well. Let's get back to the regular video. Okay, so I know I just did a video on the Gordie Howe Bridge situation, but one of our viewers actually sent me another video that shows the exact reason why the Orange McNugget is having his tirade. It has nothing to do with Canada needing to show respect, or that the United States should own half the bridge, which they are going to anyways. It's because of this. All because of the billionaires. So I'm going to give you guys an update in this video. Also, I woke up this morning to a whole bunch of messages that I wasn't expecting. A lot of people sent me emails and DMs and messages saying congrats. I was like, congrats on what? I have no idea what the hell you're talking about. For those of you who are not really on social media or don't know, let me just show you the video.
I'm rising today to present a petition in both official languages on behalf of not only my constituents but all Canadians. This petition calls upon the government to protect Canadian media from undue foreign interference and influence by initiating a formal review of foreign media ownership, reducing stricter rules to prevent foreign entities from holding and controlling interests in Canadian media, and for requiring publicly reporting and disclosure for who owns foreign ownership stakeholders in the Canadian media. This petition has garnered over 17,000 signatures in a short period of time. I would also like to thank Guard the Leaf for their diligence in this petition. Thank you.
Now this is my reaction when I first saw it. And the next thing that came to my mind was all of these MPs that are sitting in Parliament listening to her right now were probably thinking, what the heck is a Guard the Leaf? And I'm sure some of the MPs were probably thinking about this. This is a leaf guard. This is not Guard the Leaf. But I am happy that Jessica was able to bring this to Parliament, and I do hope that there is traction on this. As someone who watches news reports from our Canadian media on a daily basis, I can definitely tell the bias in it. But my goal was to help Jessica get to this point, and quite frankly, make a big impact. 17,000 isn't a small number. If you look at the other petitions, some of them don't even come close to that. But to be honest, I can't take the credit for this. The credit goes to the 17,000 Canadians that signed it. I was only the mouthpiece, and I just shared the information. It was up to you guys if you wanted to sign it or not. I know some people like Tips here is saying that I'm too modest about this. Tips, I know you're watching this. I really appreciate it. But I'm not going to let this get to my head, because I'm more than happy that 17,000 Canadians took the effort to sign this petition. So I want to thank everybody that helped Jessica get to this point. And let's continue to make our voices heard. Now the next petition I have been featuring on my channel comes from Heather McPherson from the Edmonton-Strathcona area. She's with the NDP caucus in Alberta. To summarize this petition is to get any sort of ICE-related activity, contracts, or presence in Canada removed. And after that last report by CBC where they said there's 5 offices in Canada, I think it's really important for this one to get exposure. At the time I'm editing this video, there's 2,922 signatures. I said it correctly. So if you're interested in helping to sign this petition, I will leave a link in the description below as well as a pinned comment. I did email Heather McPherson to see if she would like to come on my channel to explain it a little bit more, but I still haven't heard back from her yet. So hopefully if Heather is listening right now, I would be more than happy to have you on my channel. Now before I get into the bridge topic, there is one more petition that you guys have been sending me. This one, the TLDR, it basically says that Pierre Poilievre needs to get his security clearance. I have seen this one around, but I haven't really been mentioning it because it already has over 31,000 signatures. But if you would like to review it or read it over or even sign it, I will also leave this one in the description below as well as the pinned comment. Who knows? Maybe we can get this to 50,000 before April 7th. So check it out if you have time. Okay, let's get to the first report on the man-child's threat to not open the bridge and the real reason why he's actually doing all this social media shit.
Well, we're the #1 customer to the United States. No one buys more products than we do, and vice versa, by the way. We're both 2 great partners, 2 great allies. And I find it ironic what President Trump is saying When he was president in 2017, he ordered to fast track the project, and there was, even though Canadians paid for it, 25% of the labor and the steel and the concrete was American workers, and the interchange too going on was 100% American workers, and Michigan is going to own 50% of it.
So it appears that Doug Ford woke up today on Canada's side. But he did bring up a good point. The Orange McNugget was the one that wanted to fast track this. And he was in full support of it in the beginning. So what changed? I'll explain that a little bit later.
I think that's a pretty good deal, and we're always there. I always say, Kira, I love Americans. Canadians love Americans.
Yeah, Doug, you don't speak for me. I love some US citizens, like the ones that are watching my channel right now, and the ones that are resisting. But I don't love all of them. Now keep in mind, he's talking to a US media outlet. So of course he's got to be politically correct. But I'm happy to say what a lot of us are thinking.
And we have to move forward and get this deal done until we can, both sides can be prosperous and grow the economy. And right now, this would hurt the economy. There's over 850,000 truck hours, if you want to call it, per year. And just imagine the 2,329 trucks idling. So this is a great project, and we're going to move forward, and I'm very confident it's going to be opened. If not, it's going to hurt Michigan. It's going to hurt their economy. And
so what do you think Trump wants here?
You know, I don't know what he wants. It changes from day to day.
I think Doug Ford should be looking in the mirror on that comment. I don't know much about him, but he seems to flip back and forth just as much as the Orange McNugget does.
Again, Canadians paid for it. Michigan's going to own half of it. We're going to collect the tolls and until we get our share paid off, and then Michigan's going to collect tolls. So this is great. This is all about commerce going back and forth.
Okay, I thought I could finish this video, but I think I had enough of Doug Ford. I think I should have picked a different video. But regardless, this report did at least explain that Canada did front the bill, and that Michigan will be part owners once it's completed. So that negates anything that the Orange McNugget has said, saying that we're not being fair and that we need to give them respect or some bullshit like that. So it makes me really wonder. Like when I first heard about this report, I was always thinking in the back of my head, okay, what's the angle on this? And well, the angle has come out. And if you look at this headline here, it's pretty clear what he's actually doing. Now I want to show you a video clip from Pete Buttigieg. And he explains how the Orange McNugget's billionaire friend is involved in all of this. And just before I start, a quick shout out to Michael on Blue Sky for sending this over to me.
Hey, it's Pete, and I want to make sure you don't miss the latest revelations about how Donald Trump is making things more expensive in America in order to benefit billionaires. This time it has to do with infrastructure, the Gordie Howe Bridge. This is a new bridge between Michigan and Canada. It's almost complete. Canada paid for it, by the way, and when it is done, it will make our supply chain stronger and lower the cost of shipping into this country. But there's a problem. Donald Trump abruptly said that he wants to stop this new piece of infrastructure, stop this new bridge from opening.
I mean, you have to admit, it did kind of come out of nowhere. I mean, the Orange McNugget is pretty predictable, but I didn't expect a bridge to become an issue. But here's where his billionaire friend comes into play.
Why? To benefit the owners of the old bridge, who make a lot of money from things being just the way they are. It came to light that the owners of that bridge, a billionaire family, met with a Trump official just before he made that announcement. And here's the kicker. You know who that Trump official was? Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick, the same Trump cabinet official who spent most of today on Capitol Hill explaining what exactly he was doing on Jeffrey Epstein's island. These are the people running our government. The corruption is blatant, it is obvious, and it is costing you and your family. Just remember that it doesn't have to be this way, that we don't have to accept this, and that if we keep the pressure up on this White House and on Trump's enablers in Congress, things can and will change.
Well, I hope so, Pete. But looking from the outside in, you guys got a lot of work to do. You may have a group of people within the United States that do care. But in my opinion, there's way too many US citizens that are apathetic about what's going on right now. I mean, hell, I'm a Canadian and I know more about what's going on in the United States than my friend who lives in Nevada, who has his head in the sand and is a Democratic voter. Maybe if you get people like him to actually give a shit, only then I think the United States is going to change. But then again, what do I know? I'm just a YouTuber with a loud cat who is not here today. I don't know where she is. So I apologize to those who are waiting for the cat. But back to the Canada stuff. It's clear this is all happening because the Orange McNugget is trying to protect his billionaire friend. The billionaire friend that owns this bridge. I don't know about you guys, but even if things were to go back to normal, let's say a decade or a couple decades down the road and we're starting to go to the US again, I will always remember the owner of this bridge. And with that said, I would avoid it. Call me petty, but the fact that I know a billionaire owns this bridge and is worried about his bottom line to the point where he goes to the president and says, "Oh, my bridge is going to be affected." I do not want my toll fees going to him. Even if it takes me an extra half an hour or an hour to go, I will use the Gordie Howe Bridge. So what is my advice to everyone listening right now? I guess it would be, if you need to go to the United States, boycott the Ambassador Bridge. Use a different one. And tell this billionaire to go fuck right off. Okay, everyone, that's all I got for today's video. I do hope that this helps to clarify why the Orange McNugget had his tirade on the bridge. If you found any value in anything I said today, or you would like to hear more from a Canadian perspective, help my channel out by hitting the like and subscribe button below. And for those of you who have stuck around to the end to help my channel, here's a photo of the co-host, not the one that you always hear, but the quiet one. It's very rare that she's in the room when I'm recording. Thanks, everyone. I will see you in the next one.